Yep.
What's going on, everybody? Pew Pew Nation Live, episode 52, which means that we've been doing this for a full actual year, even though it's been a little over a year. But 1 year of spending every Wednesday, well, it started off Thursdays, with us. It's crazy. Obviously, here with Chris from Freedom Fatigues
Hello,
again.
everybody.
Dennis got out of work late, so he won't be joining us tonight, but that's all right. I'm sure he'll be watching here in a minute. So let's see if we can turn this camera a little bit to get you on there more. Oh, I'm doing it with my foot. There we go. That works. Look at that mug.
Yeah, well, it's been a long day. So I'm drinking coffee today, not beer.
There you go. Stephanie, what's up? Regis, hello. First time watching. What's going on? Thanks for joining us. Eric, what's going on? Cody, check. Cody, what's going on? Cody, we have not shipped your stuff yet.
That's my bad, I forgot.
We'll get it out there probably tomorrow. Chris has been busy.
Yeah, but that was just a forgetful part on my part. I forget. Sorry, Cody. It'll get out tomorrow.
It's all good. Bill, what's going on? Kurkowski, what's up, buddy? Trigger never squeezes itself. Stay safe, everyone. That's what Bill said. That is 100% true, and that goes right into kind of what we're talking about today. So, I'm not a big fan of talking about these shootings and stuff like that, but unfortunately, it's a necessary thing that I think we need to talk about. So, we are going to talk about it a little bit. Give our take on it. You guys are as always, feel free to comment below, and we will we'll interact with your comments as well. So, thanks, Josh. 9:50 tomorrow. I'll be there. I don't know why the screen isn't catching up here. What's going on here?
Reading them.
There we go. All right, so it should stay work. All right. Screen was behind the phone. It's Facebook. We love it. We gotta love it. All right. So these shootings.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start.
How about Colorado? The latest?
I was gonna start with where was the other one? Atlanta. The massage parlors. That one, if you notice, got brushed under the rug, and then all of a sudden another one happened. Coincidentally.
I mean, with the first one though, what I think is, I don't think it's odd, but I mean, just looking at the way the media turned it into a hate crime.
Yeah.
And they made it like an anti-Asian sentiment that was going on with it, when in reality it was just a guy with a sex addiction who happened to be taken care of. I guess maybe the question you should be asking is, why are the Asians running, what do you call it, sex parlors, I guess if you want to call it,
Yeah.
as opposed to why is he shooting up a massage parlor that gives happy endings?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, that's what was kind of funny to me was when that came out. That's what everybody. That was the big thing on the news right away last week, was that the Asian hate, I think is how they were saying it. Asian hate, everything it's Asian hate, and there was rallies and there was people holding signs everywhere and stop the Asian hate. It had nothing to do with, it wasn't a hate crime at all. It was literally a sick guy who had a sex addiction and blamed the massage parlors that he was frequenting to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming if they would have been, let's just say any nationality, it doesn't have to be. I mean, it could be, right, let's say they were Russian or German or whatever it is. Let's say they had a massage parlor, and those were the ones where he was getting his kicks off. Then I think that would have just been where he would have gone. It had nothing to do with the fact that they were Asian, but like it is, it's an opportunity for our media and the left and government to take a situation and turn it into something where they want to pin everybody on everybody. And that's the thing is that, like, they try to make you hate your neighbor. The fact of the matter is, you go talk to your neighbor there. Some of them are pretty cool.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
But yeah, that's exactly it. And that's exactly what they did is they sat there and, like, oh, it's a hate crime. It's instantly a hate crime. And it just cracks me up watching how the media draws into this stuff and instantly tries to spread negativity, pretty much. They're just instant, let's spread some negativity and find something bad. It was racist. It was a hate crime against, a certain group of people or whatever it was. The dude got arrested and literally said, I killed them all because they were all providing sexual favors for me for money, and I blame them for my habits.
I mean, just to show you what the media does, like all year long, we've had every major city, there was just major riots. They're destroying. Let's go to look at Portland or anywhere in Oregon where they were destroying them daily.
Yep.
And then you get one incident on the 6th of January at the White House where most of it was probably, inserts from them anyway. And then they turned it into a full-blown insurrection.
Yep.
And it's like, and that's all I kept saying is they kept saying it over and over and repeating it.
Yep.
To the point where people that are only watching certain news channels are sitting there going, man, there's an insurrection.
Exactly.
It's like,
and that's what it is. They just keep repeating it, keep beating it into people's heads.
They're going to sit there and say, oh, wow, okay, these people are crazy.
Yep.
And in reality, it's the opposite.
Yep. They've done the same thing with the masks, with all this stuff, with COVID in general. I mean, it's just keep beating it in people's head that it's scary, and eventually everybody's going to think it's scary.
Well, I turned on the news for the first time, like local. I haven't watched any local, and it was probably about a month ago.
Yeah.
The first 9 minutes was going over numbers of cases that had been, like, and they were basically, it was a bunch of just, if you were, I don't know, like, let's say my parents, they were sitting there watching at home, they're sitting there biting their nails and locking the doors and just putting fear into people. And that was like 9 minutes of not even talking about anything that was going on other than number of cases, how many cases are up, and not deaths, cases.
Cases, yep.
So.
And that's what they do. They just sit there and keep talking about that. I mean, so the other shooting that happened that's all over the news right now, obviously, is Colorado at that supermarket. And the first report that was out there was CNN. Instantly, they're out there. There was a white male, must have been a Trump supporter. That's what they're reporting. Literally, instantly. Like, what does any of that matter in this whole scheme of things? That 10 people got killed.
I saw that. And I thought it was maybe like somebody's meme that they just made up.
Yeah,
so
no,
it
was actually what they did. That was their first report. It was a white Trump supporter with an AR-15. That's right off the bat. That's what we care about. First of all, what does it matter what color the guy was that killed 10 people? He's obviously a mentally ill criminal. It's all we need to know, right? He killed 10 people in cold blood. Like, that's not a normal thing that people do. Obviously, he has mental issues. It's not the gun that he used doesn't matter, is irrelevant. The color of his skin is irrelevant. All of that is irrelevant on the initial report. Like, completely irrelevant because you don't know anything. They have no idea. They were literally just like, oh, we're just guessing it was a white guy that's a Trump supporter. Why? It's just crazy. And then you got Biden coming out, instantly, and he knows no information. That's literally what he says in his press conference. We don't have any information yet, but we got to ban guns. We just got to do it. We got to ban them all. Pass legislation. I might do executive orders to ban guns. We got to get rid of AR-15s. We got to get rid of assault rifles, assault weapons, all this stuff. It's like, it's just this. The narrative is so ridiculous.
So let's see. Just ask them to use a handgun or a long gun.
So we don't even know really yet. That's the thing. We really don't know. The report of the Colorado shooting was that he had a pistol on him. I don't know if he used it, and he had a Ruger 5.56 pistol, so an AR pistol. I don't know what he shot people with. Nobody said anything. They haven't released that information yet. Same with I think the massage parlor shootings went like kind of brushed under the rug so quickly, even before this other shooting came out, was because the guy had a pistol. He did it with a pistol. Wow, you killed 8 people with a pistol. That doesn't fit the narrative. So how can we do this? You know,
it's almost like clockwork. I mean, it's watching the left and the media and how they're reacting with it. And I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I mean, I'm not going to say that these shootings are set up, but the timing of them is...
It's a little fishy. Ryan, what's going on? Just trying to catch up on some comments here. Matt, Brennan, what's going on, man? Matt Harkless said, my unit got called up for that event on the 6th of January.
A lot of them are still there.
Yeah, I thought there were. Well, they built makeshift walls, which is kind of funny. Because walls work, I guess.
Not on our border.
Yeah. Brian, what's up? Matt said if y'all didn't see where'd it go? The setup for this whole thing by this time last year, I'm afraid you're not observant. I'm pretty sure, actually, I was just telling Chris earlier, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what episode it was, of this show, of Pew Pew Nation Live, but I actually called that there would be mass shootings in the next 100 days, next 6 months, whatever, with Biden in office. And
I said
it's already happened.
I said the same thing about a war. I said, watch what's going to happen. I said, within the first year of him being in office, there'll be some sort of conflict overseas to fuel their whatever they're going to do. That's a whole nother show. But just watch. I'll say it right now on the record. You watch and see within a year there'll be some kind of a conflict.
So Eric said it's so sad that these people lost their lives over someone stupid. And that's a perfect comment, Eric, because that is exactly what it is. It's a stupid, mentally ill person that did this. It's not a gun. The media wants to blame the guns instantly. You know, they want to throw out all the narrative. You know, and then the funny thing is now they deleted the guy's Facebook page. They're trying to hide information on this guy. He's a Syrian refugee that was let in under Obama. He has a felony assault charge. Was on the FBI's list to be watched, and still was able to go. I don't know if he legally purchased a gun. I don't know how he got the guns. You know, but these are the guys that the FBI is already watching them. This is the second time that's happened where the FBI had this guy on a list, and they're just like, yeah, we don't know. We're not going to go look into it too much.
Further than that, you can look at the Boston bombing. Let's look at not a shooting, but the bombing. They knew who that guy was. They had his eye on him, and I mean, it seems like anybody, like the Fort Hood shooter, he was on there under the radar on them. Then there was another one down, the shooting in Florida, Pensacola, whatever it was. That was another one where they were under the radar. All these people are under the radar from the FBI and as possible threats. And they're somehow getting armed and they're going out and doing these shootings. And it seems like it's over and over. They have their eyes. And what was it? There was the Pulse nightclub was another, I think.
Yeah, they were watching that guy.
They were watching that guy too. So here's all these shootings where the FBI is watching them. But I mean, I guess the FBI is also watching Hunter too, and that's going where?
Yeah, exactly. Matt said they want to take these firearms because they know they are the only neutralizers we have. Without them, we're weak and easy to control and attack. The shit makes my blood boil as they allow thousands of illegals across the border. Yeah, exactly. That was funny too. I was at the gym yesterday actually, for the first time in 3 years. Decided I wasn't
laughing at the fact that you were at the gym. I was just going, need to get in there as well.
Yeah, let's go. Go with me tonight. But I'm at the gym last night, and I'm on the treadmill. I'm watching the TVs there, and they came up. They had, the gym I go to is very conservative, which is pretty awesome. Like, they don't care about masks, none of that. That's why I go there. But they had Newsmax on the TV, actually. So a thing came across the TV, and I couldn't hear it because I was listening to music, but I was reading what was up there, and it was something about, like, I don't know if it was like the all-time in 4 years of kids that were separated from parents at the border, with Trump and then with Biden, and it was, I think it was like 3,200 total or something with Trump and 9,500 already with Biden. 9,500 kids that have been separated. But Trump was the issue with his cages.
It's not a crisis.
It's just crazy. It's just ridiculous. And then you got a Syrian refugee that shoots up a grocery store, kills 10 people, and then it's the gun's fault.
The problem is that's like they said, this has nothing to do with. I mean, I don't know, they know that an armed society is the thing that's stopping them from the complete tyranny.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing is it's Biden has a lot going on his shoulders right now, because if he actually decides to do something stupid like sign an executive order that bans ARs, like what's behind me here, he has civil war on his hands. I mean, there's no doubt about it in my head that there will be civil war. You tell these 3%ers, these guys out there that are like big in the militias and stuff like that they got to turn in their AR-15, it ain't happening. It's out of my cold dead hands, and that's the only way that they're getting them. And if he signs executive action to do that, it is going to be a mess. Like it's already a mess, but it's going to be. Shit's gonna get real. It's gonna get real scary.
I'm surprised it hasn't already.
I am too, and I honestly I honestly believe this will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Regis said bullets first. That's right. It's a good song. Stephanie said someone kills a person drinking and driving, they don't blame the car. Yeah, exactly. They blame the person drinking or driving. AR or guns are the only thing that you get blamed that get blamed when a person kills somebody. Doctor kills somebody, it's medical malpractice. Doctor's blamed for it, for doing the wrong thing. If I go shoot somebody in a grocery store, though, the gun is going to get blamed before me. So the gun itself is going to get more attention than the shooter himself. It's just crazy.
If anybody gets a chance, I think Ted Cruz, was on yesterday. He did a little deal where he was talking, and it was pretty interesting. If you can pull it up on probably YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, basically saying the same thing.
I think he had it on his Facebook page too.
Yeah,
so,
right. But yeah.
No matter how you feel about guns, you should educate yourself on the historical truths of disarmed populations. 100%. Matt said, what they just did was funded the largest civilian gun buying spree. They've been doing that for the last 6 months, just in case you haven't noticed that.
It's been a little crazy.
What do you think everyone did with the stimmy checks? Brad said, "We the people tat is fire."
Oh.
You forgot what arm was. Yeah, that's Chris. Chris is getting his whole. That's brand new. He's getting that whole sleeve. Will be done in a couple months, probably, right? A couple weeks.
Probably every time you probably see me on here over the next couple weeks, there'll be more on there. So this one is still peeling up here, but it's not even been filled in yet. But it's actually the design that's actually on our shirt behind me.
There you go. Yep.
There you go.
Same design. Thing's sweet. His line work is good. Yeah. I mean, that's some intricate shit there too. I like it.
3 hours just for that line work.
Yeah. Bill said Americans aren't victims unless they're disarmed. I personally will never allow that to happen to me. Ryan, I'm glad I scored my 1,000 rounds a couple weeks ago, waiting on more.
I lost mine in a boating accident. All of it.
So did I. Oh, shit.
Well, that one's fake.
Yeah, that one's fake. That's an airsoft gun.
Yeah. All my ammo, everything went down. Bad day.
Biden, Harris are the next Hitler, Stalin. Yeah, pretty close, man. Seriously. Oops. Closed out of my thing here. So that is, I mean, that's what I think on these shootings. I think we'll see a few more that are going to fit narratives and stuff like that. I mean, it just, like I said, I'm with Chris. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist guy, but some of the stuff is just it's so obvious. Like it's weird. It's just weird.
Not only that, it's like it's the shooting, and then it's almost like you'd think that they would take a little bit of time, not like hours later, like staying on top of the pedestal screaming for gun, control. It's like, come on, guys, give it a little bit of a break. It's almost like,
the fact that Biden was on a press conference yesterday and literally starts it off with, "We have no information about the shooter, about what happened in Colorado, but we gotta ban guns. We gotta get the House and Senate to get together and ban guns immediately, and close the loopholes in the background check system and all this other whatever." Like, it's such bullshit. It's just ridiculous.
And all this while, I don't even know how many, there aren't any numbers, but the thousands of people that are basically flooding across our southern border right now, and they're just taking them and busting them all over the country.
Yeah, just no big deal.
No idea who they are. And that's another thing too. Like, so they're talking about like all these, minimums for schools and bars and all this other stuff, and they're like 950% over capacity in some of these cage cities, if you want to call it. Nobody's wearing masks. And it's almost like you'd think that they would be like, all right, guys, this is going to ruin our plan to say that everybody needs masks by letting this happen. But it's like, I don't even think they really care anymore. They did what they needed to do with what they did.
Yep. Matt said, "Come and take it." That's my line in the sand. Cool. He just said those are rookie numbers, Ryan. 1,000 rounds. Yeah, you got to up that game, man. That's what he added. I gotcha. All right. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. Yeah, I'm gonna get some scuba gear though, with all these people losing.
I know, right?
It
could be profitable.
Go down and get a bunch of stuff.
Did you see the thing on the? Oh God, I can't remember where it was. They were doing a gun buyback, and a dude brought a 2x4 with a piece of galvanized pipe attached to it, and he had a system where a nail hit the frickin' primer on a shotgun shell and would shoot a 12 gauge shell, and he had to prove to him that it would that it would hit the shell if whatever he had, if he hit the hammer with the nail on the hammer or whatever, and they gave him $300 a piece. He had like 7 of them. It's like, that's a good idea, actually. I'll turn those in all day long.
I'll be buying.
Although a 2x4 right now is probably about $300 by itself, isn't it?
Not cheap. Not cheap. But I'm not building anything.
Yeah, right. Matt said when my unit was in D.C., we were told that they might have everyone swear allegiance to Biden and Harris. Almost everyone in my unit said, "Get fucked." What the hell? Swear allegiance?
Pretty bad when you've got to do what they did. I mean, honestly, they were worried about their own troops not wanting what was going on first off taking place. It's a scam.
Yeah. Mike said he's keeping his guns upstairs, but I'll never be able to get them. Yup. It's crazy.
That's another thing, falling up the stairs, and then like what the media ignores it, but like when Trump walks slowly down a wet ramp coming down after a speech in West Point, that got like what a week's worth.
Yeah, it was all over the place. That he's unstable and everything.
He needs to be.
The best is
25th Amendment needs to
Biden's people. I loved that whole thing. Like, I could care less if he trips upstairs. Presidents trip. I mean, they're people. But like the fact that 3 times, and like you said, the fact that they gave Trump all sorts of crap, and they're gonna see if he's fit for president still, and he's not mentally stable or physically able to do the job, and they literally said that they blamed it on the wind. It was windy. So you're telling me that this guy is so weak that the wind blows him over? Come on. That doesn't make our country look weak or anything.
I think I would rather just say the dude was high and tripped. I mean, that's even better than...
I would literally make a joke out of it. Yeah.
Dude,
I'm an old man. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
it was night, so he got up to the top and did his little...
Yeah. Well, at least he does that. At least he salutes. Our vice president doesn't, so...
And they asked her if she was going down to the border. I don't know if you saw that. She just cackled.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't even think she laughs. I can't even say she laughed. She was just cackling.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just reading a story on her that she's never once coming on or off of Air Force Two, yet saluted. It's like, give me a break. It gave Putin a good laugh.
The rest of the world, they're
the whole world's laughing at us right now. We were strong. They all feared us again, which is what we need.
They didn't.
And now they're like
they didn't. Now they own. I mean, they own us by the fact that the dirt that they have on Biden and his son and all that other stuff. I mean, what you can do what you want to do. And
exactly.
That's what they're doing right now. I mean, they're getting involved with our power grid and everything else. It's like I'm gonna get pissed. So, let's talk guns. Those make me happy.
Josh says they blame the guns. I've seen some posts about how many gun owners are in the U.S. and if we were the problem, you would know it. It's funny, but so true. It is true. I mean, it really is. If gun owners were the problem, if legal, law-abiding gun owners were the problem, the government would know it. Trust me. Ryan said Harris thought that was her moment when he almost fell down those stairs. There was some pretty good memes with her like laughing and acting like she was like looking at something in the distance and laughing. Who knows? Mike said I like how they don't mention race when mostly white people get killed by a Middle Eastern killer. But in each article about the shooting, they reference the Atlanta shooting and how it was mostly Asian victims. It's disgusting and terrible to do when they make the tragedies into opportunities. That's what the media does best, though. That's what they do, man. That's what cracks me up about that whole Atlanta thing. When the guy comes out that killed the people and was like, it had nothing to do with them being Asian. It had to do with them being my sex slaves that I was paying, and they were enabling my habits, so I snapped and went and killed them all. That's literally what the guy said. and it's Asian hate. It's Asian hate.
Well, there wouldn't have been anything for them to talk about. They have to basically create stuff to even get a rating, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Regis said on a good note, South Carolina's going open carry. Sweet. Well, that's good. What's up, Moe? So, you got anything else to add about the shootings? Or should we just give something away?
Do that too. I don't know. I don't have anything else. I mean, if anybody has any questions or anything like that, just throw them out. We'll see if it's up there. We'll respond to it. But I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the narrative that's going on now because of the shootings is like you said, going to start some major shit if it actually goes through.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, I mean, I don't know, an executive order is not going to override a Second Amendment, but I guess it could do a lot of things just to muddy the waters in the meantime until it can get to court, you know?
Yep, exactly. Colorado Killer was an anti-Trumper and a Democrat. That does not get mentioned. But if he was a Trump supporter, yeah, exactly. Well, actually, if you watch Mike, we talked about it before you got on here earlier, and that's how CNN instantly, while it was still going on, that's how they reported it, was that they have reports it was a white Trump supporter with an AR-15. That's literally what they started doing instantly. White people, only white people are racist. Yeah, exactly. Always comes down to color, no matter what. Doesn't matter.
I'm laughing at it because I was listening to that Tom McDonald earlier, some of his songs, and there's.
Yeah, that's literally like lyrics from a song right there.
If you guys haven't Googled or listened to some of his songs, there's one was called "Fake Woke," then there's another one called "No Lives Matter." That was
No Lives Matter. Yeah, I like that one. Or People So Stupid. That's another good one.
Yeah, just Google him on YouTube or whatever.
Tom McDonald
and watch him. You'll get it. You'll get a kick.
Pretty good lyrics. Did they release the rifle yet? The rifle that was used in Colorado. Is that what you're talking about? It was a Ruger 5.56 pistol. Eric said, as a first-time CPL holder, I'll be ready to go to South Carolina. My bags will not get lost. Yeah, they said it was a Ruger AR pistol.
Yeah.
But whatever. Either way, they're going to say it's an AR. It's going to be a scary gun. It's just, whatever.
Well, according to them, AR stands for assault rifle.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Well, let's give something away. You guys want to win something here? Give something away. There's a bunch of people on here, a bunch of engagement.
Let me go check something here too, because we can do this one. I can see if we have any more of the other ones first. You want to do this first?
Yeah, we can do that one first. That works.
Let me see if we have one of the ones that fit into the gun there. I don't know how many of those we have.
All right. There we go. We got some likes, some love. You guys want some giveaways. Josh said this may sound morbid, but what about all the rapes and stabbings where the victims actually survived and forever wounded? Why is it not? God dang it. Somebody comments every time I'm trying to read it. Why is it that not a hot topic or main topic? Soon because the goal is to disarm the citizens. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the rapes and stabbings, I mean, those people, if they had a gun, they wouldn't be a victim, right? So it doesn't fit the narrative, Josh. It's got to fit the narrative, man. Bill said everyone train. Yes, train, and keep training. We talked about it, dry fire work, all that good stuff. That'll work. Do individually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to do this one
Let's
first?
do that one first, yeah, because
All right.
we're talking about that. All right, so here we go. You guys wanted to give away. We're going to give away. Which one is the.
It's this is a transfer sticker. It comes like this. If you don't know what a transfer sticker is, usually it's reversed. So you take the back off, stick it down, then you peel the front off, and then what you're left with, if this is like a car window, this is what you get on a tinted window for a car.
So when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. You guys have this in a shirt too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You want to pick a number or you want me to?
Go ahead. I'll let you do that first one. 7.
7. Alright, so we got our number. If you're new to Pew Pew Nation, welcome again. I do see a lot of new names here. The way we do this, we do a lot of giveaways on Pew Pew Nation, especially if we're at Freedom Fatigues, freedomfatigues.com. Make sure you guys check it out while you're on here or afterwards. All American-made apparel. Everything they do is American-made, veteran-owned. Chris here is the owner. How long were you in the military?
9 years.
9 years in the military, and how many years as a police officer?
Almost 18.
18 years as an officer. So what we do is we give this stuff away. We guess numbers. So we do a number 1 through 100 to kind of beat Facebook's algorithms to start off. When you guess, if you're going to guess like number 7, guess like 7 exclamation point or 7A or something like that. Kind of beats their algorithms. The number is never going to be 7, by the way. So that's why I always use it as an example. But keep guessing as much as you want.
I was going to say Ryan said they didn't know that they had those on our website. Yeah, we have them on our website. I believe it's under the accessories tab. If you click on that, we've got multiple stickers on there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of.
We got a bunch of the transfers. We got small ones. We got the small 6-inch DTOM. Don't tread on me. So we got the black, white. We have the forward and backward facing flags for your Jeep or whatever, or truck, wherever you want to do, black and white. So yeah, we got a lot of stickers on our website. Yeah. And that's another thing Andy forgot to mention too, is out of everything we sell, a portion of it goes to either police, fire, or military for PTSD and suicide awareness.
Mike posted the website there. I actually just pinned Mike's comment so you guys can see that comment, so you don't lose it, so you know where to go for the website. But when you guys see start, you're gonna start guessing 1 through 100. Like I said, if you're guessing 7, put 7 exclamation 7A, something like that. And it's the first one we see as the winner. So we never tell you guys the number because Facebook sucks, and a lot of times you might say you guessed it and we didn't see it. So when you see start on your screen, you guys start guessing 1 through 100. Moe's going to wear her HMFIC shirt tomorrow at the gym.
Head mother, father in charge.
Yep.
My kids are probably watching this. They want to say the
Yeah.
father word.
And then don't just guess once. You guys can guess as many times as you want. Keep going. And this is for the when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty, the 2A sticker from freedomfatigues.com, all printed on American-made vinyl, everything.
You get the reflection there.
Yeah. I like them on the boards. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You can actually see it.
I actually did that for taking pictures of them because it's kind of hard to get
a
good picture of that for the
Yeah,
website.
yeah, exactly.
And I used them at gun shows. I took them to gun shows too, and
Yeah,
that's
so
why
people
they're
actually-
back so people can see them
Yep.
and buy them. I forgot to play my music. Anybody winning yet?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the.
I know.
Forgot about our old
I
music.
got our copyright infringement.
I didn't get hit on YouTube yet for it, so.
I just won't say what it is. 10 hours of
No ads.
ads.
10 hours of ads. Keep guessing 1 through 100, guys.
My tablet's connected, so I'll have to play it here.
Jesus, ads everywhere.
Uh-oh. Come on, people.
There we go. Keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100. We got a lot of people guessing too. Crystalline's on here. Brian's guessing. No, I'm not seeing guesses. What happened?
I'm watching it over there, but I'll let you know if I see it.
All of a sudden, my feed stopped on my phone. Are they still coming through over here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not getting. What the hell is going on here? All right, time to reset the phone here.
I'm watching it. I don't see it.
Keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100.
Oh, stop.
Stop guessing.
Stop
Yep, I got it right when I restarted my phone too. Stop guessing, everybody.
We've got a winner.
Right here, right?
Oh, no, back up.
Is there another one?
Yeah, it was higher.
That's
Keep going. It was this guy. Keep going up higher. Right there. Nope, higher. That, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. I didn't even see that one. I saw the one below it.
Well, I got lucky there. He would have been mad.
Yeah.
Came and found us.
All right. So we got a winner. Stop guessing. We'll let everybody stop here because this thing takes forever to catch up. I can't see us. Hold on. I hate not seeing us. There we go. Now I can see us. All right. So the winner of the When Tyranny Becomes Law, Rebellion Becomes Duty, which seemed like a very fitting sticker for today, is John Maddox. So congratulations, John. You got yourself the sticker.
If you guys like the sticker, we also have this on it's like a heather gray shirt. It's same design.
Yep. So on their website, the website is pinned on the comments. Thanks to Mike McKinstry. Thanks for commenting that website. So make sure you guys check it out, but don't go anywhere. We have, what do we got? We got 3 more Freedom Fatigues things probably, at least, and a magazine today. So all kinds of good stuff. So congratulations, John, on the first win of the day. Ryan said very low inventory.
And what?
On the shirts, maybe?
Maybe. Not the stickers. I just
I don't
haven't
know.
looked. I'm not giving one of those away.
Yeah, we're not giving that away. It's okay, Ryan.
Yeah, she's all right.
We're gonna give the new Freedom Fatigues underwear away though when we get it made. I know she was all about that last week.
Not so much. Shirts. She says shirts.
Shirts.
We're
All
not
right.
giving away
Well,
shirts.
that's all right. We're not giving those away, but they can still buy whatever inventory is left. So, oh, I did get a comment on this shirt today. The Bronco hoodie.
Mm-hmm. So
So I went to pick up Mowie's car. Needed a power steering pump and some other stuff. Decided to all go at the same time. Thanks Joe Biden for paying for it all for me. And the guy had a Bronco sitting out front of the shop, and I was like, man, sweet Bronco. Whose is it? He's like, oh, it's mine. It's here. It needs some work, so it's not running right now, I guess. But he's like, dude, badass shirt. Where'd you get that? I was like, local. So I might have asked him if we could use his Bronco for a photo shoot in the near future. He was all about it. Matt, sorry that you gotta leave, man. Every Wednesday though, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you join us. Thanks for joining us for the first part anyway. And then all of the podcasts, all of these are on YouTube after the podcast. So tomorrow they'll be up on YouTube if you want to watch any of it. You just can't win the stuff on YouTube, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Love the shop, but time to go make some freedom seeds. Regis, you make ammo? Call me.
Yeah.
No, I didn't ask what year. It's a 72, I think it was. All right, so we're going to talk about cancel culture, or should we give something else away first? We got a lot of giveaways.
Do your hat.
Okay, let's do one more giveaway. You guys want one more giveaway?
Yeah.
Well, double hat. It's like 3-dimensional.
Should we give it closer so they can read it? Here, hand.
There we go. Liberty or death. Do you guys want another giveaway? We need to see some love here. That's it. That's all you guys got.
I'll just keep it.
Yeah. I'll just keep it.
Unless it's like
Oh,
Wait.
there we
Yeah, I
go.
was gonna say,
There it goes. It
it's
was
typical
just
Friday.
behind. All right. We'll do one more giveaway before we get into cancel culture, and this one's gonna be fun. So cancel culture will be fun. Chris loves cancel culture.
I might cancel that part of the show. Yeah. 9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at the local stand-up club, sitting down.
All right, so Liberty or Death hat, same hat that I'm wearing here. I love this hat. It's one of my favorites. When you guys see start guessing 1 through 100, same exact thing, same rules. We got all kinds of new people on. That's awesome. Welcome everybody that's new, by the way. I keep seeing a bunch of new names. I love it. So yes, when you see start guessing. It is for the Liberty or Death hat, Freedom Fatigues hat. All American made. These are shooter caps, so there is no button on the top. So if you are familiar with gun ranges and wearing ear protection, eventually that little button on the top of your hat starts to push into the top of your skull, and it gets very annoying. So Freedom Fatigues leaves those off.
You're not all hats. Some of our hats have them on,
like
this one.
Is that one?
I took it
Oh.
off.
That one usually has
one on it, but I'm like, yeah, this one doesn't have one on it anymore.
So when you see start, you guys can start guessing 1 through 100 for the Liberty or Death hat, and then we're going to start talking about some cancel culture stuff. Should be fun. I got a whole list here to go over.
All right, go. They're already going. Might as well go.
Yeah. I think I said start. Did it come up?
I don't know.
Yeah, it came up on here.
All right.
So keep guessing. 1 through 100.
Let's see. Chinese sticker. All right, we got it right now.
John's going hard right now.
Eric and John. Eric, John.
Yeah.
Eric.
What the hell?
Where's everybody else?
See, that's what I'm wondering if it's not showing me. There. So this is what I hate about Facebook. See, now it's doing the same thing. God damn it. Stop it.
I got another person on there now, but it seems like those two are hacking it.
See, then mine's showing all kinds of different. Oh!
Hmm?
Oh, we got a winner.
It didn't pop up on this one. Yeah, but yep, I got it now. It's up.
I got it twice.
Mm-hmm.
You won twice.
All right, stop what you're doing.
All right, stop guessing.
My wife texted me, get to work here. Let's see. Get to work. No, showing our new flag sleeve print.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, stop. Did I say stop? I said stop. Stop
Yeah.
guessing, everybody.
That's my taxes. I got get to work. I'm supposed to be doing a bunch of work here at the shop.
He's working hard.
Drinking coffee.
Not the most American mug ever.
Frick yeah.
All right, stop guessing, everybody. Is it caught up? And I think it is. All right, the winner. That is who it was, right? Yes.
So.
Yeah. All right, the winner is Eric Johnson. Congratulations, Eric. Got yourself.
Should probably ask him if he already has this.
I was gonna say he might already have this hat. He's ordered quite a few hats, that's for sure. Eric, do you already have the Liberty or Death hat? I don't think we've ever given this hat away, so
Yeah, he probably bought it.
yeah. Let's see what he says. Do you already have this hat, Eric? No, he doesn't. We found a hat he doesn't have. Well, congratulations, you got it now, buddy. So, congrats, Eric. Again, guys, don't go anywhere. We have more giveaways, but we're going to talk about cancel culture first. This should be fun.
Canceled that part of the show.
Did we cancel it?
Hmm.
It canceled.
Canceled it.
Show's over. Chris has work to do.
I actually do, but this is actually nice sitting out for the first time here.
Yeah, right?
A little bit.
All right, so cancel culture. So I wanted to talk, well, Chris wanted to talk about this last week, actually. So that's why we decided to do it. Stephanie said another hat I can wear. Eric, you're losing all your hats, man. You just had to order more. There's plenty of them on the website, freedomfatigues.com. So I put together a list of some people and some things that have been canceled. So if you guys can think of anything else, feel free to chime in here. But I want to talk about this cancel culture bullshit and just how ridiculous it is. Go ahead.
All right, let's just say this. WAP. Okay? If you guys haven't seen that video, if you don't know what WAP stands for, look it up online. That's the latest song out there with, I don't even know her name. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just look it up.
Whatever her name is.
That's not being canceled.
Yeah, that's being celebrated.
That's being
actually.
celebrated with them WAP.
I actually was in my friend posted was it the Grammys that they did the performance at?
I don't know. I don't watch any of that.
And he posted the Grammys thing. He was talking about how disgusting it was, like that's being celebrated, but Mr. Potato Head is canceled and stuff like that. And people were actually commenting. Women were commenting on his post, talking about how empowering that song is to women.
WAP?
Yep, it's empowering to women. So
yeah, if you say so. All right.
I'm like, literally, half the song talks about being used as a sex toy, pretty much, as a woman, and the other half of the song talks about how if you open your legs, that you can get whatever you want. People pay for your college, pay for your clothes, your house, whatever. So that's real empowering to women. That's definitely what I'd want if I had a daughter. What I'd want my daughter to be looking up to, right?
Stephanie says, guys do it good video, girls do it bad video. I'm sorry, Stephanie, but if a guy sang about a wad, okay, I'd say no, not good video, also bad video.
Yeah, I would definitely not celebrate the video either way.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's just that was just that wasn't even part of what the cancel culture is. That was just saying that how stupid it is right now when they're getting rid of Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato. As a matter of fact, I made this coffee we're drinking right now on a Mr. Coffee.
Yeah,
right here.
Well, there needs to be a Mrs. Coffee, obviously.
Whatever.
But yeah, I don't understand the whole concept of how that is celebrated and somehow empowering for women. And I've never even seen the music video for it, Stephanie. So I don't care if it's a good video or whatever. To play the song at the Grammys and be celebrated while the world is canceling Aunt Jemima because she's racist, apparently, because she made syrup and she was black, so somehow she's that's racist. That they called syrup Aunt Jemima. Or what else was there? Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben's rice is not Uncle Ben's anymore because that's racist. Because Uncle Ben somehow is racist. So now it's just Ben's rice. I think it was. What else was there? Land O'Lakes. They had to get rid of the Indian because obviously the Native American that's degrading to the rest of the Native Americans.
I think if I was, I don't know, I guess. If my culture was celebrated on something, I wouldn't be upset by it. If let's say, just say milk. I don't know, German, milk, whatever. It'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be offended by it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be offended by it. Well, even Aunt Jemima, so the family of the real Aunt Jemima was pissed off about them changing the name because they were like, that's celebrating my great whatever grandma or whoever it was at that point, what they did, and turning it into something, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, Dr. Seuss, there's 6 books that were deemed inappropriate, and
my question is how is this like happening so quickly? Like who is like, what I mean? Like how can you take something and say, oh, I don't like Mr. Potato Head, and the next thing you know it's done. Like let's do this with child porn. Or other things on the internet that are completely inappropriate. Why don't we get rid of that as quickly as we can cancel a frickin' potato that has, fake arms and eyes and nose. I mean, like, if you can, who's doing this, and why can't you get some other, if something that, like, needs to be canceled, not Mr. Potato Head, not Pepe Le Pew. I mean, yeah, Pepe Le Pew was a little, whatever, how he was, but it's a cartoon. I never even.
Well, you want to use Pepe Le Pew as an example. I mean, we were talking about WAP, and some women are arguing with me online about it being empowering. Well, literally, Pepe Le Pew is the same thing. The cat that he's chasing around, really, if you think about it, would be your WAP, and that's whatever I can't remember the freaking, you can't even call her a rapper, whatever she is.
Yeah, I don't even care to give
Whoever
her
does
any
it,
credit right now.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, you're canceling all this stuff, and this stuff's racist, and the Dixie Chicks changed their name because Dixie is racist. The Confederate flag is, there's no history there. Nobody can teach history. They have to try to erase it and make it racist. There's
I was listening to Confederate Railroad the other day, and I thought, my wife mentioned, she's like, "Oh, that wouldn't be allowed anymore." It's just so stupid with this stuff.
Washington, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Jefferson were all wiped from San Francisco public schools after the school board decided to rename 44 schools that had ties to racism and dishonorable legacies.
Yeah,
you're talking about George Washington. It's history. Like,
how long before they're off the bills? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna put
$50 bill, $100 bill.
Stephanie said, as a Native American, we're not offended. White people are offended for us. Stop being offended for us. We will tell you when we're offended. Exactly, and that's exactly what it is. That's exactly, like, you nailed it there, Stephanie. That seriously is exactly what it is. Everybody else is offended for somebody. It's just like Black Lives Matter. It's the same thing.
I'm not offended.
I'm not offended at all. I'm offended that I can't buy freaking Land O'Lakes butter with a damn Indian on it anymore. Or the Washington Redskins are going to change their name because it's the Redskins. Like, again, history. It's not that offensive to me. Sorry. It's not that offensive to the people that are supposedly offended by it either, obviously. What the hell was I saying? I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was, though. Yeah, stop being offended for us. Black Lives Matter, that's what I was talking about. Black Lives Matter is the same thing. Half of the people that are Black Lives Matter supporters are white. And they sit there and it's like a feel-good thing for them. And all I can wonder when I see that is, are they trying to hide something? Are they actually, they feel guilty that they were felt racist at one point, so they feel like this is going to make everything right? Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand, like, this whole I'm offended by everything. Or
go listen to Tom McDonald's No Life Matter, and he spells it out. I mean, he talks about, like, what's going on in society and everything that's taking place. Like, a lot of his lyrics are pretty amazing. So I don't know the guy, so I'm not plugging him and getting anything back on it. I'm just saying I like some of his stuff. So, and speaking of which, liking the stuff, when Mike Lindell from My Pillow got canceled from 20 different retail stores.
Yep.
I think I was laying in bed and I went on my phone and
ordered a pillow.
No, I got a couple pillows.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, any of that stuff, it's like Gina Serrano from Mandalorian. She was a MMA fighter. Like, she's awesome. I love that woman. But she gets canceled from Disney from The Mandalorian because she said that she tweeted that being Republican in 2021 was similar to being Jewish during Nazi Germany. And her agent dropped her. Disney Plus dropped her. She was supposed to be on an episode recently of Bear Grylls Surviving the Wild or whatever, where he has like a celebrity come on. My son loves the show, so I watch it all the time. I was excited to watch her episode because, like, she's kind of a badass, so I kind of want to see what she did in the wild with Bear Grylls. They canceled the episode. They already filmed it. They canceled it. They won't show it because she's on it. it's just such a freaking joke. Like, all this stuff. I mean, My Pillow canceled. He supported Trump. Like, so they blacklist him pretty much.
Well, cancel culture. That's what my question is. Like how is it happening so quickly when it's like the majority? I guess in my mind, it's like the majority of the people out there don't feel that way. I mean, it's the same thing with what they're trying to do for like the bathrooms and the sporting events for boys that want to play on the girls' teams.
Yeah.
The majority of the people don't want it. Even women don't want it. And it's like, how is that being like? Why do they appease? Let's say like 2%. When the other 98%, I'm just giving out numbers to guys. You don't have to correct me, but I'm not sure on the exact numbers. But let's just say for this 2% of the population that feels that way, and then they're trying to appease that 2%, while the other 98% is sitting there saying, no, I'm not for that. I don't agree with that. It's the same thing they're doing with. It seems to me like with cancel culture, they're getting rid of everything in order to appease a small percentage.
That's what it is. You have one parent that complains about something, and then we got to do this, even though, like you said, 98% of them don't want it, and we're catering to a small minority of people instead of the vast majority.
That's it. Like when Josh says, I don't need them. I don't want them to cancel WAP. They can play it all they want. If you want to listen to it, listen to it. If you don't want to listen to it, don't turn it on.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. If you don't want to read a book, don't read it. If you don't want to read Dr. Seuss, if you don't want to sleep on a My Pillow, you want to sleep on a Meyer pillow. It doesn't matter. It's like you do what you want to do, and that's like what Josh says. It's a matter of like I don't have a problem with that song if they're gonna play it, like as long as it's not like aired on the radio like my kids are gonna be listening to. I'm sure if they listen to satellite, it'll be on there, but regular radio. But I'm sure they'll probably see more on the internet than we had when we were kids.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I'm with you too, Josh. It's not even about the song. I could care less. Like, I had never even heard the song before. I had until it was like this big thing with the Grammys or whatever, and I decided to want to listen to the song. I was like, first of all, it's like the worst song ever. She can't rap. It's just not a good song. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't even have a good beat to it. So I'm like, I don't know why people like it anyway, but I don't really care if you like it, if you want to listen to it. I don't need to listen to it because I don't like the song. But
I'm not offended.
I'm not offended by
it. If you're jamming it right now,
I could care less. I honestly could care less about it.
And if I'm working out in my yard and I hear you drive by playing it, I'm like, more power to you.
Yeah, I don't care. And I don't even care that they performed it at the Grammys. My thing is that is celebrated, and that this other stuff isn't.
Yeah,
that's where the problem lies. I don't care what they do. I don't care who comes out with a song. Like I was in high school. I used to love Eminem. Eminem was all over the place.
Crew.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, that was
all that stuff was all that stuff was like that was all. It's all been controversial. That's how this stuff has become. But the fact that one thing is controversial, and then another thing that should be is completely irrelevant and erased. Like, we got to celebrate this. I'm pretty sure, didn't Biden have her at the inauguration or something, or invited her to it or something? And it's like, that's celebrated. It's just, it doesn't make any freaking sense.
Mm.
Red Lettuce posted a link. Companies that refuse. That are anti-gun companies he refuses to shop at. That's a cool link. I have to check that out. John said, how about the man fighting in the women's MMA? He's already cracked 2 women's skulls. That's actually old. That was a while ago. And he got his ass kicked by a woman, which was freaking awesome. If you look it up on YouTube, he retired afterwards. He, she, whatever. It retired afterwards. So, but the same thing. But even the Boy Scouts. So the Boy Scouts have girls in the Boy Scouts now.
What the fuck? Pardon my friend.
That's true. That's what it is. How do you have Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and you let girls in the Boy Scouts? So can Colton go join the Girl Scouts and sell cookies? You know what I mean? Like, Are they going to let him in? It's the whole thing's ridiculous. I mean, Victoria's Secret is in 2021. They've announced that their new campaigns will have transgender models.
Well, didn't you
in
see
their new
I don't
campaigns.
know if it's the 2021 Sports Illustrated has dudes.
A transgender.
Dudes.
Are they
modeling.
actually guys, or are they?
I don't know if they still had the tackle or not. I don't know.
But I mean, they're not transgender, or they are.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know that they're. I don't know.
It's
Whatever.
sexist. It's sexist. Don't you know that? Come on.
But I guess I don't know. And then it's almost they're making it hate speech if you do call somebody a woman or refer to them as their sex, because now they're getting rid of not only like if you look at the list. I don't even have it in front of me, but my wife and I were watching the news the other day, and it was a list of terms that were being not allowed. And it was like in some company, and it was like Mr., Mrs., what is another one? Master bedroom. That was another term. That
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
you can't say master bedroom.
What was that on? I saw that the other day too, and it was like a major thing.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was. It was all these canceled words.
Oh, and then another one was hip hip hooray. That was so hip hip hooray was canceled. So I was like, I never even heard of why hip hip hooray would be canceled. So I did a little bit of research on it, and it goes back to the Nazi time when they said the Nazis would say hip hip. In terms of like when they were like going around doing the things they were doing, so it's an anti-Jewish term or something that I'm going off like I scanned through it when I was laying in bed, so you can look it up your own self if you want to find out why hip hip hooray is not allowed to be said anymore. So
I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just some ridiculous stuff.
I mean, yeah, the terms that they're not allowing you to say, like you can't refer to anything as in a gender, because you can't say that my husband or my wife. It has to be my partner, or it's like I don't know, scratching my head.
I don't. There's you can't wrap your head around it. It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense, and it's just crazy, and it gets crazier every time you hear something too. And it's just like, wait, what? That happened? Like that's bad now? Every day I swear you hear something and it's just
nothing surprises me anymore. And that's I don't know. I think that's maybe what they're trying to do is if they make things so outlandish and so crazy, and then when they do cancel things that are like minuscule, you'll be like, oh, it's no big deal. It's I mean that might be what they're you cancel everything. And
the one thing that really pisses me off too is like when these celebrities get in trouble for something like I was just reading this one that I put on there. J.K. Rowling's, which is the author of Harry Potter. I guess she faced backlash for voicing her fears that push for transgender rights endangered women's rights. I guess I don't know. I didn't even hear about this one, but she apologized for it. She apologized for having an opinion. And that is what pisses me off more than anything, is when these celebrities apologize for having an opinion or supporting something that they believe in, like Lindell from My Pillow. He didn't apologize. He was like, screw you guys. I'm going to sell my pillows exactly how I always did, and I'm still going to support Trump. I'm going to do what I got to do. Gina Serrano was the same thing. She wouldn't apologize for it. And honestly, I gained so much more respect for those kind of people because they didn't apologize. Like that whole apologetic bullshit attitude where it's like, oh my God, I'm going to get business taken away from me because I didn't apologize. Like, stand up for something you believe in and believe in it. And if you believe it, then fight for it. And I can't stand that whole apologetic. I'm trying to think of the other celebrity that it was that apologized for not doing anything wrong. And it was crazy. It was like, why did you apologize? What was the point of apologizing? John said, how was Bruce Jenner named Woman of the Year a while back? That's a good question, actually, because then you get women that are talking about, how WAP is empowering. So a guy was crowned Woman of the Year. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I feel like women should be pissed off about that. I would be as a woman. Especially a woman that was in the running for Woman of the Year. Got beat out by a woman with a penis.
Yeah.
Like a guy with breast implants, however you want to look at it. Josh said, don't quote me on this, but I believe it was the Eagle Scout rank the Girl Scouts were after. I don't know why that didn't have the same thing from the beginning of the Girl Scouts, but I know plenty of people who have been hired where it was a great look on their resume if they were Eagle Scouts. I don't understand why we have to celebrate or overly acknowledge the minorities, but separation of church and state is okay. I remember saying the Pledge of Allegiance every day before school. I will have you know my son says the Pledge of Allegiance every day before school still. So I'm definitely happy about that. But yeah, I don't know. This stuff is just crazy. And honestly, I feel like a lot of this cancel culture BS kind of rolls into, in a way, the first topic we talked about of the shootings. Like, this is all this self-entitled bullshit attitude that kids seem to have coming up now, and we're not, and like, where you're like, oh, the girl down the street is in Girl Scouts, I want to be in the Girl Scouts, or the boy down the street's in Boy Scouts, I need to be in Boy Scouts too. Instead of like teaching your kids, like, no, you're a girl because you have a vagina. That's a boy because he has a penis. And this is the difference between you two. There's physical differences. There's mental differences. There's differences. We're different. We're not the same as women. And not teaching kids that stuff, and not teaching kids. I mean, it's even goes down to winning and losing. Everybody gets a trophy crap and all this stuff. It's like, you have to teach your kids to lose. Like, Colton does karate. He's big into karate. Yeah, it sucks when he doesn't win, even if I feel like he did better than the other kid and should have won. But that's all part of learning. He has to learn to lose. You got to learn to win. If you don't, and you always win, no matter what, you're not learning anything. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just think this stuff is just crazy. It blows my mind, and I seriously can't wrap my mind around this stuff.
I can't either, and I've kind of stopped trying. I mean, it'll make you crazy.
It will. It really will. I think it's the goal to separate our country so they can take over. If we all stand together, our government doesn't stand a chance to take over the country. I fear our children, and I fear for our children, and I don't even have children. Yeah. Honestly, when we had Colton, that was my biggest fear. You can ask Bowie this, and that's what I said. My biggest fear of having a kid, of bringing a kid into this world, is exactly what's going on right now. The cancel culture bullshit, the history being erased, the fact that like Colton likes to shoot and you can't, it's this big like, oh my God, what if he goes to school and tells his teacher that he shot a gun this weekend, or that he went and tore up the neighborhood on a 4-wheeler or something like that, and there's plenty of people that frown upon it, look down on me as a parent. Because I let him do this kind of stuff. Oh, how could you let him do that? How could you do that? It's just, that was my biggest fear having kids. It really was. All for participation trophies. Thanks to that, I'm finally a trophy husband.
I guess we all are, John.
Yeah. That's pretty good. All right. You want to give something away?
Sure.
Change the mood here. Make everybody happy again.
Yeah, we're canceling that part of the show now.
Let's cancel the giveaways.
What do you want to do next?
Let's do the magazine. Do something different.
All right, here, do that.
All right.
And while you do that, I'm going to grab me some more coffee.
All righty. Break time. All right, so we're going to give away. You guys even want to give away? We gotta see some love and likes here. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna give away a magazine. We haven't done this in a couple weeks actually. So the newest issue of Personal Defense World, it's got the Springfield Hellcat RDP, which I'm gonna go do a video for you guys on probably next week actually, because I have one in my safe, and it's freaking awesome. I believe Dennis has an article in this magazine. It's from Athlon Outdoors. He does. He has the article. Oh yeah, we've given one of these away, I think. So I got article on the SAR 9 in here. I did the pictures for Dennis's article on the AR pistol that he has. That's the one where I was the cover, where I was the model. I think that's all that's in here. Oh, and I got a knife article in here too. So, what page am I on? I can't remember. 80? We're going to do this again because everybody thought it was funny. My wife made fun of me. She was just jealous that I was the centerfold of a magazine.
That's your spread?
That's my spread. Freedom fatigued out and everything. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to give that thing away. So same thing. We're going to guess 1 through 100. See you later, Red. Thanks for joining us today. So when you see start, you're going to start guessing 1 through 100. And again, make sure you put a letter, a number, whatever in there, or not a number, a letter after your number. And when you see start guessing. We got a number. Because I forgot to write one down, so that wouldn't have helped. You just said not a bad gun, shoots low left though. All right. I haven't shot the new RDP yet. I did not like the Hellcat when it first came out, but the RDP has a different trigger in it, and I'm actually digging the dry fire that I've been doing with it. So, Josh, oh dear, here we go with his modeling career again, Moe. Josh, I'll bring you a copy of this magazine tomorrow with a signature in it for you, so you can hang it on your wall, because I know you want to. So keep guessing 1 through 100.
Zero. Puts down 0.
0. Josh, is that Josh that did that?
I think so.
Yeah, he's not very smart. It's okay. It's excusable.
Yeah.
It's like our one handicap viewer that we have to have to meet our quota or whatever, like Walmart with their greeters, right?
Mm-hmm. So, that's offensive.
That's offensive.
That's offensive.
Sorry if I just offended you guys.
I'm not.
I'm not either, really.
It's like our offensive shirt. First time I wore it out, the lady stopped and walking into Kroger, and she's looking at it, and she's like, I'm like, huh. I'm like, well,
sorry.
I'm like, I guess it works.
Yeah.
That's funny, too, because she stopped, and she's like, I read your shirt. This is before COVID.
Yeah.
So I was able to stand within 6 feet of her.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might have been too close.
That's what we need to talk about next week is masks. Another mask show. We'll talk about not wearing them and the stupidity that goes along with them.
It is ridiculous.
I don't know if you saw, who was it, Rand Paul and Dr.
Oh, that was awesome. I loved that. Rand Paul just destroyed him.
It's theater. You're wearing
theater,
2 masks.
yeah.
You've already had your vaccine. You've already had,
Yep.
It's like you can't spread it. And I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but Rand Paul apparently was a doctor or is a doctor.
Yeah.
So he kind of has an idea
Yep.
what he's talking about. Kind of like Dr. Seuss, but doctor. I guess Dr. Seuss was actually a doctor too, wasn't he? Actual doctor.
I think he was, yeah. He wrote some weird ass books.
Yeah,
I feel like he did a lot of drugs when he wrote books.
Yeah, but he got some pretty nice ass money out of that.
Yes, he did. Sometimes I read some of those to Colton, or Colton reads them to me now, and I'm just like, what in the hell? How did he come up with this shit? Like, it's got to be some heavy hallucinogenics.
Acid. Come on, guys.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are gonna fall asleep here. Not with
We
this.
don't have our hold music on. That's
what it is.
I call it hold music, or guessing music, or
Elevator music.
elevator music. Yeah.
Don't make elevator music.
Keep guessing 1 through 100 for
There's
the
so many reasons.
holy
ads.
ads. For the new issue of PDW with me as the
All right,
South.
now that we got the music, it'll happen.
Yep. And almost every time you started it, hit somebody guesses it right away. We just both start fading out.
Hopefully it's just us and not the viewers, right?
Yeah, right? Come on, keep guessing.
My wife's still watching. She'll know in a bit. Give some hints. This is getting,
Alright. Alright, let's cut it in half. 1 through 50. Cutting it in half. 1 through 50.
hell, make it even quicker. Say 1 through 25. How's that?
Alright. Chris just said it. 1 through 25. We're making it real easy. 1 through 2.
1.5.
1 through 25. 1 through 25.
You guys
Making
can't get it
fast
soon.
and
I'm gonna
easy
make it
here.
like even easier.
Even easier.
John says 36. Oh, that must be catching up.
He must be, yeah.
All right. I'm going to say, John, I was going to give you some flack for that one. But I think there's a delay.
Yeah, there's gotta be. Come on.
God, people.
1 through 25. Holy cow.
All right, 1 through 20.
Are we not seeing? Hold on.
No,
Let me
we
get back
got
in
it.
it here. We're gonna go back in it. Because this is.
1 through 15.
He just keeps dropping it.
1 through 15.
Come on, guys. John's guessing like multiple numbers at the same time.
Yeah.
18G, 17G.
All right. Between 10 and 15. Between 10 and 15. It's in. It's,
Oh, we got one.
all right.
We got one.
I'll tell you. It's like, all right. It's between 10
Holy
and 15.
cow.
Let's hit stop here.
All right, stop guessing. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
you guys. That's
All
like.
right.
I don't know how many minutes I'll never get back.
Oh, that's funny. All right, we got a winner. Stop guessing, guys.
Remind me not to play the lotto with any of these guys.
Funny thing is, they probably all guessed it like 4 times. We just don't see half their comments probably because Facebook sucks.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, you can't say that.
I say it all the time. Facebook, you suck. You should make a Freedom Fatigue Zuckerberg sucks shirt.
I wanted to do one that says liberals suck, but Ryan wouldn't let me.
Really?
So if there's any liberals watching, I'm not sorry.
Do you think she would approve a Pew Pew Nation liberals suck?
I don't know. It's still got our
Kinda.
name on it. That's why. I mean, I thought it would be funny just to have just a plain shirt that just says liberals suck. But
What about a vacuum cleaner with that says liberal on it as the name brand?
yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I mentioned it, and she's watching. She's probably saying, "Oh God, I can't believe you said that." Like I said, if there's any liberals watching, I don't really care if I put you on that or not because you
That's
do.
funny. All right, so the winner that we finally saw was John Maddox again. So congratulations, John.
He's letting us know that he went through all of them there. So
Gone through every number once. Well, John, you won. So literally, it's still what's on the screen too.
yeah.
So congratulations, John.
Did we tell him it was 13?
You just did, so.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it just sucks. Facebook just is shit. So, but we got, what do we got? One more giveaway today?
Yeah.
We got one more. I want to do a quick thing on what an AR is, though, first. So I did a video on this a while back, but it was about a specific shooting, and I didn't really want to keep that shooting as like to share it. So, President Magoo would not approve. So I wanted to do a quick video to show you guys how an AR works, because a simple way of how an AR works, because I feel like the media doesn't tell you guys, and if you don't know, because some people might not that are watching, really what the difference between an AR, if you never shot one, you might not know what the difference between an AR and a semi-auto pistol is. And the answer really is nothing. So I wanted to show you guys. So I have a, thing is clear.
Clear.
Just take the mag out of it to make it easier. Clear. So I have my Springfield EMP 4-inch 1911. I love this gun. Thought it'd be a cool example. So how a semi-auto pistol works. And hopefully there's some liberals watching this that can learn something from this, because they keep talking about how they're gonna.
There's not a single liberal watching.
Yeah. Maybe you guys could share with your liberal friends. The media keeps talking about how they're going to ban, or the government keeps talking about how they're going to ban assault rifles and semi-automatic rifles, and the action is what they want to ban pretty much. So the way a pistol shoots, I'm going to show you real fast here, real quick example. So this thing is clear. We both checked it. You pull the trigger, you hear that click, it goes bang when it clicks. I still have the trigger back. I have not released the trigger forward. This slide comes back when you pull the trigger, goes back forward, and you'll hear it when it resets. That's the trigger resetting. So now my finger's off the trigger. If I go back on the trigger, pull the trigger again, it goes bang. So this is a 1911. You can actually watch that whole action happen because the hammer is right here in the back. Hammer goes forward, that's hitting the firing pin and setting a round off.
Which in turn causes the slide to go to the back and load another round.
Exactly.
Which is where we're going with.
So, let me go grab the Tommy gun here, my AR-15.
What did Maxine Waters, you get a chance what she talks about, AR shoots, 50 caliber?
50 caliber.
50 caliber
rounds and 100 a minute or some shit.
100 every second. Clear and, clear.
Okay. Alright, so the AR, I'm going to point it kind of in front of you, Chris, just so you know.
Well, there's just a brick wall over there if anybody's wondering what's
there's
going
nothing
on.
over there. So this is an AR-15.
A nursery.
Yeah.
Just a nursery over there.
Yeah. This is the famous Tommy gun. This thing has been in a couple magazines. This is my AR. I love this thing. But the way that the Tommy gun works, that the AR works, is it has a bolt. I'll drop the bolt. So you see that the bolt went forward there. So the trigger is set. It's on fire right now. When I pull the trigger, as you guys can see here, you can hear it go click. So the only difference is it doesn't have slide parts that move that you see. Bolt comes back, bolt goes back forward, trigger resets, you hear that click, fires another round. Holding the trigger back does not fire more rounds. It's a AR-15, it's a semi-automatic rifle. It has the exact same action as a semi-automatic pistol. So when the government sits there and talks about how they want to ban semi-automatic rifles and semi-automatic pistols or whatever, they never really mention pistols. But what scares me about their wording is how they always talk about the semi-automatic rifle. And the big scary, it's got a 30-round magazine that shoots 100 rounds per second and all this stuff.
Like my 30-06 that I use for deer hunting. I mean, the magazine that I can get, but it's the same thing. It just doesn't look as
scary.
Doesn't look as scary.
Exactly, and that's the difference. Is that scary looking to the government.
Well, everything's all right here on your selector. You got safe, fire. You don't have safe burst like we had in the military. You had a burst, would give you a 3-round burst, or full auto, which was all the way back, which would be when you pull that trigger, you hold it back, you're gonna burn through all 30 rounds that you have in that magazine. If unless you have like my favorite, if you guys were watching last week, my favorite of all time guns was the Saw, which is a belt fed, and yeah, you can
You
go
hold
through
the trigger back and it fires
it.
more.
If you
than
keep
one round.
connecting belts together, you can do it till you melt it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
And that's a full auto rifle. This is a semi-automatic rifle, just like it is a semi-automatic pistol. It's semi-automatic because your finger, as fast as it can pull the trigger, is how fast it shoots rounds. Same thing. It's the exact same action with a rifle as it is with a pistol. And that's what's scary about the way that they word this crap when they start talking about banning things. Is they're going to ban.
Scary looking gun. Look at those teeth. On
Yeah,
it.
this thing's really scary.
Scary.
It's got a red trigger in it. It's super scary. But that's what's scary when they start talking about banning, this rifle. It's not. It's scary that they're going to try to ban a certain rifle, a certain kind of gun. But when they start talking wording is where it gets scary. So if they want to put a ban on magazine capacity, let's say they say you can only have 10 rounds in your magazine. Well, I carry almost every pistol that I carry has a bigger capacity than 10 rounds. It holds 15, 17, whatever. So if they're saying they're banning semi-automatic firearms that have a more than 10 round capacity, that just knocked out half the pistols in the world as well. So it's really dumb. It's really stupid. The wording is scary, and the fact that the guns work exactly the same way. So these mass shootings, you hear about them all the time, and the media wants it to be an AR. They want this gun involved in the shootings.
I guess the question would be, how many ARs are owned in the U.S.? How many people own one? I know I lost mine when I went fishing last week. But how many own them? And how many of those guns have been responsible for deaths over the past?
Well, I think it was Colin Noir put out a thing that it was, the statistic was like 300 deaths total.
10,000. Yeah, I saw it was like there was 400 deaths due to in a year because of a rifle. It could be like that doesn't. They don't even limit that. Suicide, accidental. That's just a whole list of all the different deaths that take place with a rifle. There's 400 in a year on average, and on average, there's 10,000 people killed in drunk driving accidents. But here we are we're not worried about that. 10,400.
Yeah, we're worried about the smallest number possible. And that's the thing, is they want to go after the gun that's scary. It's scary looking. They don't understand it. You see that guy, I wish I could remember the reporter. Did you see that video where the dude shot the AR and he got PTSD from it? Yeah. And I just want to show the video of Colton shooting an AR and be like, really? The 6-year-old had no problem. But this 40-year-old got PTSD and lost his mind over it and everything else. And it was the scariest thing he's ever done. And he's got permanent hearing damage. And give me a friggin' break. This stuff is just so ridiculous.
Oh.
So I wanted to do that real quick. I wanted to show you guys the difference, if you didn't know, how an AR-15 works compared to how a pistol works. And as you can see, it is literally the exact same thing. No difference. Same thing. Stop talking about banning the goddamn guns. That's all I have to say. Go hang out over there on the couch.
All right.
Good boy. Don't shoot anybody AR.
Yeah, just got up and walked out of here.
Yeah. Regis said binary. I didn't bring the Scorpion, but yes, I love binaries. My Scorpion has a binary in it. That's a nice airsoft. It is. It is indeed. Shoots little BBs. All right. Does anybody have any questions for us before we do the last giveaway? Is it the last giveaway?
I think so.
I think so. Well, we didn't do the other sticker, but
Yeah, save it for next
we'll
week.
say that one, yeah. We got one more giveaway for the night. And if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you throw them in there right now. We'll take a second to talk again about freedomfatigues.com. Make sure you guys check it out. We are in the warehouse right now doing this podcast live from the Freedom Fatigues warehouse. All American made apparel, veteran owned, Leo owned. Awesome stuff, as you can see. Everybody on here that has won stuff or purchased stuff will tell you that it is the highest quality American apparel you're ever going to find. So, awesome stuff. Check out PewPewNationUSA.com. We also have a clothing line or apparel line through FreedomFatigues.com as well. So you can get it through Pew Pew Nation USA or through FreedomFatigues.com either way. If you guys can, we work off donations to get more and more giveaways. We sometimes give away knives. We might give away a gun eventually. We'll see. PayPal is below. Detailed images at gmail.com. And then the Venmo is right there at Pew Pew Nation. $1, anything helps. Donate a couple bucks if you guys can. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you guys watch us every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell all your friends, come on over here. It's the only podcast, firearms podcast, that we have the balls to do it live and answer your gun questions or call out people or whatever. There's nobody else that does it. So make sure you guys check it out every Wednesday, 7 p.m. We do have some questions.
Regis wants to know open carry, conceal in public. I mean, that's, I think, a whole other show. I'm not a show, but at least a good topic, because I'm for open carry only because it has to do with guns, but I'm not for it, if that makes sense. Like, I prefer if you have an option to open carry or conceal carry. There's multiple reasons why I disagree with open carry, and that's, like I said, it could be a whole nother.
You could literally make a
whole nother show.
Out of it,
just be quick and to the point why I don't like open carry, because you're basically announcing to everybody in that store, including the bad guys, that you're the one that has a gun, and that's pretty much the main reason why I would disagree with an open carry.
Right.
There's probably points in time, when it's good, but for the most part, I prefer conceal. That's all.
No, I'm the same way. So yeah, open versus conceal. I tell people this all the time. I prefer conceal carry. I don't want anybody to know that I have the gun. I want the element of surprise. So like, let's put it in perspective of the grocery store in Colorado real quick. And I don't want to get into it too much because, like Chris said, this literally could be a topic for another show, and it might be. But the Colorado shooting. So that dude was shooting people. He shot the guy next to him, and the car was the first person that he shot, the guy that he parked next to. Guy, my guess is looked over, saw he had a gun. I had the opportunity to either stop everything early or obviously could call the police early because he was the first one that saw him. That guy got shot through the car window. So think about that from perspective. The guy walks in the grocery store. He's already shooting people, whatever. He sees gun. Who's the first guy that's going down in the grocery store? You are the target 100%. You're also the target for anti-gunners hate for no reason. I conceal it. I just want to conceal it. I don't want people to know I have it. The only time I open carry is literally out in the woods. That is the only time I open carry. And honestly, even when I'm out in the woods, I conceal carry a lot of the time. Just because I'm so comfortable with my holsters that it doesn't bother me. Stephanie said she loves and wears all Freedom Fatigues gear all the time.
Oh, thanks, Steph.
I got my Freedom Fatigue order the other day. My wife already stole one of my shirts. Sounds like it's time to buy some more, Cliff. Just saying. Bill said Armalite rifle brand name. That is true. All right. So, Regis, that's our 2 cents on open versus concealed, but again, there's really I'm a big believer in there's no wrong way to do it. If you have a gun, having a gun is better than
that's
not
why
having
I
a gun.
said
So,
like I disagree with it, but I don't.
Yeah.
And it's like I guess the only reason I don't disagree with it is because it has to do with guns.
exactly.
I disagree with it because there's multiple reasons why. It's the same thing like when you said when you teach in a class, just because you have a gun on you concealed doesn't mean you stop at, let's say a bad area and get gas just because you can't.
Just 'cause, yeah, you're not.
Just keep
Yeah.
if you were gonna drive to the next exit and don't just stop in the middle of the
Yeah, just because you got a gun on you.
just because you have a gun, it's just gonna put you in a situation that you might have to use it.
Yeah.
And the point is carrying is not to. I mean, I would hate to ever have to.
I don't want to use it.
No.
Yeah, that's not my goal. My goal is not to use my gun. It's just like I tell people in my classes all the time. If there's a robbery at a 7-Eleven that I'm at, that I happen to be at, I have my gun. If I'm not in immediate danger, I'm sorry, it's not my job to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that guy starts shooting people in the store, I'm in immediate danger. That guy just comes in with a gun or a knife or whatever, and he's like, give me all the money in the register. I hope that the clerk's going to give him all the damn money in the register and let him take off.
As an ex-LEO, that would be tough for me to not. But it would be tough for me to not jump in on that one. But I think at the same time, I guess it all depends. Every situation.
Because you used to have a duty to intervene.
Yeah,
as a civilian,
it's kind of hard to get like it would almost be like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah,
like the switch is on. So.
Yeah. And for me, it's like I don't have a duty to intervene. I don't want to intervene if I don't have to. If that guy just wants, he's gonna get $100 out of the register. Get $100 out of the register. He's on camera. Hopefully, they catch him down the road. Like I don't care. For me to not have to use my gun, it's worth it to not have to worry about it. So
excuse me,
but. Either way, so what do we got? We got one more giveaway?
Yeah. Give away a Raglan today. It's
all right.
Nice gray and black. 76. Where are we at? There we go. Men and women. It's a unisex. You can wear it.
Yep.
Either one.
Unisex Raglan shirt. The 76 shirt.
There we go.
There you go. Modeling it. So it's like quarter length sleeve when he's got the sleeves on.
I got long arms, so it's more like half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a 3/4 sleeve.
So, all right. So that's the last giveaway of the day. The 76 Raglan from freedomfatigues.com. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys check out freedomfatigues.com tonight. Order your stuff. PewPewNationUSA.com. Donate a couple bucks if you can to the PayPal or the Venmo below. And this one, we're going to make you work for a little bit more because there's not as many people on at the end of this podcast. So this time, when you're guessing, you have to spell out the number. So it's not just typing the number 7. You have to actually spell out the word 7.
Let's make it not 1 through 100, though.
So, yeah, you're going to start guessing 1 through 50 on this one. And you got to spell it out. So if you're guessing 7... you're spelling out 7. The number's not 7, so you actually are guessing 1 through 49.
I tried last week to actually do 7.
Yeah, I had to change it. Nobody would ever get it. Well, I bet you somebody would eventually put 7.
Yeah.
All right, so start guessing when you see it. Start 1 through 50. Eric wrote 7. Eric's that guy. 1 through 50, and you got to actually spell out the word. See, that's how funny it is. I bet you, so Josh, 1, 2, 4, 5, 3, 8, it's all over the place. So it shows that, even if you put in every number at the same time, you're probably not gonna get it. It's luck of the draw.
Man, we're all around it.
Yeah, we are.
Give them a hint. We had one person get. Oh, there we go. Stop.
Oh yeah, we got it. Stop guessing.
I was about ready to give a super hint.
Super hint. Instead, was it the right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I made it plural.
Mm-hmm.
All right, stop guessing. Everybody stop guessing.
And make sure we got to get email
Yeah.
if we don't have it.
Yep.
And sizes. Not for the hat, but for the shirt.
Yeah, for the shirt. Yeah, everybody that has won. So John, Eric, and
Can we tell them?
you want to tell them?
Sure. Yeah, Josh. Josh Krakowski, you're the winner of the Raglan. So
Josh Krakowski won the shirt.
need an if we don't have it. Yeah, if we don't have it, need an email, obviously an address. So
Yep. So send us your information. So John, make sure you send out. Send me your address and your email address. Eric, I know we have your email address, and I'm pretty sure we have your address.
and if you
And Josh, make sure you send me your info. Well, actually, I could drop Josh's off to him because I see him tomorrow. Who are we playing tomorrow, Josh? Yeah. He hates that question. All right. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys join us for Pew Pew Nation Live. If you want to watch any of the old episodes, this was 52, so this is exactly a year now that we've been doing this. Check them out on YouTube. All 51 are up there right now. 52 will be up later on tonight.
Right
so
on.
check it out. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Chris, for being with us.
It saved me from having to do work. I gotta sit here. So
Now it's too late to do work. You got to go home now.
yeah, it's good. Good. Hopefully the wife's not watching.
Yeah.
I'll tell her I got a lot done tonight.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks
All right.
again.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate
We'll see you next week, and stay safe out there.
Absolutely.